We are live. This is the market update. I am your host, Bill Noble. Friday Night Fire, one day early. The news is so bullish, people can't see it. They've gotten everything they've ever wanted, and they don't like it. In other words, they got everything that they wanted, but the market didn't go straight up, so now people are upset. But that upset or that angst, that's another form of fear. So the more angst, the more fear, the more frustration, although unpleasant, is actually absurdly bullish. Then, of course, there's antivirus and the new trend of celebrity meme coins kicked off by the orange man who continues to sign things at a rapid pace. A lot of it is pro-crypto. Not sure if you've heard, but a celebrity meme coin trend has started. So I own antivirus tokens. I got a bunch. I got some of those tokens to do videos like 2 months ago. This thing is back in a way that I can't even describe, but I will describe it because the story of like me and AIntivirus AINTI is the symbol. Make sure you get the contract address from McAfee's Twitter feed. John McAfee, for anybody who doesn't know, was a famous computer executive, formed an antivirus company. He was like a programming genius, turned, renegade because he made a lot of people upset. Was the original crypto influencer, discovered crypto, loved it, lived on Monero, on the run, on a boat, in a story that, I don't know, hasn't fully been told. When I was told about this project, about it carrying on his legacy and possibly even helping his widow, because McAfee died under unfortunate circumstances in a Spanish prison, that part of this project in the beginning was to help his widow, Janice, as well as carry on the legacy that a boomer like me was fully aware of. So version 1 came out. That was an up and down experience with some gut-wrenching things happening around the holidays. Then these guys came out of the gate on the 22nd, ironically, the day where Ross was freed. And this token went, I think it crossed 50 million when I was talking, eventually went supposedly on a print over 100. Now the token has been fudded massively. We'll go through that. All of that FUD is wrong, and I'm going to tell you why, even if you don't believe it. The fact that his wife has tweeted about this twice, okay, means that this project and talking to the McAfee AI agent, it's not just a meme coin. People have missed this. They're like, oh, it's a hack. Oh, it's a meme coin. Oh, it's a scam. The guy from Cardano dissed us, for God's sakes. Dissed the project, right? And I'm like, wait a minute. This is an AI agent bringing the original crypto influencer back in a way that helps his wife. And frankly, I hope it helps the other McAfee projects, right? I think it's Whacked and Ghost. Purpose of antivirus is to help carry on the products like a privacy eSIM card. We'll go through that and other things. So last night, it was so surreal to see, you ready for this? Chinese and Russian news agencies, the Associated Press of Twitter for China and Russia, reporting that this was somehow a hack when it wasn't. Matter of fact, this was the aspirational dream roadmap. When I was originally told about the product, it's like, yeah, well, that's where we hope to go one day, but we think it's really cool. And I'm like, yeah, man, I agree. We can get there. And these guys launched with every aspiration checked. It's unbelievable. They had Janice involved, and they launched from the main McAfee Twitter feed. And it looks like, to me, the agent itself is way more edgy. Sounds more like John than the first one, right? First one sounds like a robot talking about decentralization. Second one is like, hey, you know what? You don't like it? Fill in the blank. That sounds like McAfee to me. So you're going to buy or sell. Let's go through it. The Chinese hate it. The Russians hate it. Bubble Maps hates it. We'll go through that. Binance hates it. They picked up the story about the Chinese from the Chinese news agency. The guy that runs Cardano hates it. So let me ask you just a simple question. And this is a direct segue into the rest of the market. What goes up? What everyone hates, what's hard to buy, and no one owns. No one owns it. Everyone hates it, and it's hard to buy. Those are the three criteria for a moonshot in crypto. So McAfee's back from the dead. Some people may remember this from last year. His people gave me a copy of the Declaration of Cryptocurrency Independence, written by John McAfee in 2018. I'll read an excerpt. I actually got permission to print it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to print me a fresh copy because the whole world is listening to Chinese news agencies and bubble maps, and they have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. Now, it's not just this. Like, we're going to go through the news. Like, I can't even believe I'm reading the news and the market is like down. For some reason, the market has gotten everything it could ever possibly want, and it's like sitting there frozen. And I don't know why. My guess is because they're going to come out with some kind of an announcement, and it feels like, I don't know, like we're in this like silent vacuum waiting for something epic as people do nothing but sell the fact. Like, everyone is like, sell the fact. Like, you know, we've used AI like 1 minute, because I have the forecast up here, like BitGet or something like that. Like, AI agent coins or coins created by AI agents will create a meme season like you've never seen. Somebody brings a guy back from the dead and wants to use that as a currency to pay for privacy related things, you know, because you might need that. Guy scanning your eyeball, WorldCoin, you know, ChatGPT, Skynet. You might need privacy. It's completely undertraded. So let's make an AI agent meme coin of an influencer who comes back from the dead, helps humanity, and helps the guy's widow. Because I'm not even going to tell you the story on the stream. We don't have enough time. But he was the original rebel. Like, there's a lot of people who bought Bitcoin for the first time because of him. And I'll read from the Declaration of Currency Independence. And again, the market news, and to a lesser degree, the charts, although charts, you know, are hanging in there. A lot of bottoming signals. XRP, I saw virtuals, has DeMark bottoming signals. You know, too bad Charles Hoskinson doesn't like our project. It's not our project. Charles Hoskinson doesn't like AIntivirus because I like Cardano. Right? Why are we all hating on each other? It's unbelievable. Like, truthfully, it was so bad the first time I promoted this. Like, they attacked the project, hackers, they attacked me. Now, it's like, I look at it and I go, oh, look, it's hanging in there. It's doing okay. And there's FUD everywhere. Everywhere. Like, there's nothing but FUD about this project. Like, celebrities can do it. You know, like, it almost feels like, in a way, it's like, I don't know if I saw this much FUD about a project, and I think they think it's a repeat of Haktua, but it can't be, because Janice is there, right? This is about the guy's legacy, because he was actually important, like Ross, like Charlie Shrem, okay, like Michael Saylor, and, all of these guys. Like, I've worked for some of these guys before. These guys are important, right? They matter. And if you're going to make memes and tech that matter, that's what moons crypto. I have no idea why Bitcoin sits at 101K. XRP is next. I think Solana and XRP are going to erupt, and I can prove it. I can absolutely prove it. So the good news is, folks, is that everyone in the world looks at something good in crypto and thinks it's bad, which is amazing. Because if everyone loved it, you'd be like, ooh, it's like, maybe we got to get out. But if it comes out and no one likes it, no one owns it, and everyone hates it, I don't know. That's pretty bullish if you ask me. Especially since the general public and hedge funds missed Trump. So there will be some sort of Hollywood celebrity thing that makes it, right? And it's going to be built around a community. And I don't mind telling you, especially after listening to 24 hours of FUD, they got 14,000 people in that McAfee Telegram group. They got like 12,000 Twitter followers. When I started doing the marketing, it was like 700, 136 maybe, something like that. It's 12,000 now. Okay, so when you see the news about the market, and I got this laid out thanks to Eagle King, let's go over it. So let's welcome who's here. We got some new members in the house, right? We got Melania Meme, welcome, VIP member. Smoke Gaming, loyalty badges, getting that. Dude, we got a McAfee emoji that's kind of killer, if I don't say so myself. I really like it. Joe Mike, first on the stream, welcome. Crypto Scam, Bull Runner, right? Michael Bodine, welcome to the show. Noble Capital Management. Steve J, dude, DeFi spring is happening now on up days. DeFi summer is coming now. World Liberty Crypto continues to tell you that by buying wrapped ETH, by buying wrapped Bitcoin and putting it on ETH. It's unbelievable. Crypto Tilly, Blaze the Gecko, Bob Martin. I need a vintage guitar. Well, bro, let's get you one, right? Tyson, Huckleberry Native members, right? Aiden, Crypto Pulse Texas, Cat D, Nasher, Union Crypto, what's up? Bizan, Ryan, Alexandra, oh my God. Alexandra, we do the show at 10:30 Central, 11:30 Eastern, just so you can catch it. Seriously. Alzerin, Bautista, Trang, what's going on? Indie Rock Crypto, Slosh On, a new member, welcome. Lexi, the AI doctor, is in the house. Justin, Andreas, Teslaroo, MB, Hans with that McAfee emoji. Coach Kumara, welcome, a new member, right? Daraj, Driftless, DC Precise. Wow, this is quite the crowd we have tonight. DGen Dojo. Sir, you're never too late. You're never too early. You're right on time. Number 23 is here from Nashville. Okay, I don't mind telling you that the people in our YouTube member area have got a slew of DeFi coins, and the next podcast that we do will be absolutely on fire. So please check that out. Also, Patreon is our middle tier. Okay, I will never ask you for money. I will never DM you first. Patreon has a chat function. That is the chat zone. Patreon.com/unhinged crypto. The link is on my verified Twitter page. I will never DM you first, and I will never ask you for money. Period. So just so we're clear on that, check these out. LuxAlgo is where we get a lot of the charts. You know, that's where I was liking Cardano. Not sure why Charles is not giving the love back. Listen, things are about to happen. And I don't even need to tell you that if you think I'm constructive on the antivirus narrative, wait until you find out in the YouTube member area who else is. Who else is? There's some uptight targets discussed in the Unhinged Crypto meeting today. We'll be keeping that quiet for members. Okay, but in the meantime, I don't know, man. Like, welcome to the crypto twilight zone. So we're back to this whole central bank interest rate thing, right? It's all about the central banks. The central bank raises rates. It's the highest rate since 2008. I need to hike rates, so we'll sneak one in on the orange man before he tells me I can't do this anymore. Whatever. The Fed meeting's at the end of the month. Whatever. Trump wants rates low, and Powell already took care of that. So guess what? All this wah about central banks. I mean, seriously, we got a headline. It's like, oh my God, wait, we can't do crypto. They've announced everything. They've given us everything we ever want. But wait, there's a Fed meeting at the end of the month. Everyone stop and sell. Like interest rates in Japan, a key driver of Solana and XRP. Are you kidding? Listen, whatever problems they got going on in Japan, they reflect a crisis in fiat in general. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but the whole reason the Satoshi Nakamoto, right, and the Bitcoin white paper was post 2008, somebody probably thinking in an intelligence service, oh my God, what happens if this happens again? Like, we better invent some kind of new form of money. Hello? Right? So whatever these guys are doing on interest rates, I don't know. They're arranging the deck chairs on the fiat Titanic because all currencies have got problems of one form or another. And I don't think there's anything on the planet that can be used to devalue all fiat currencies except gold and crypto. And crypto has a tech element to it, right? There's Web3, Polkadot, transactions, Coinbase fixing their computers. Right. That's Web3. Then, like I said, there could be memes with meaning or artificial intelligence agents working together. And even though I know the guy who said this and I know what he knows, I know what he's talking about, but you know what? I still think it's okay to be a crypto zealot because I'd rather be a zealot and aggressive and enthusiastic than be all down in the mouth, right? We're bringing crypto mainstream. Everyone's waiting for regulatory clarity. What they're waiting for is an excuse to justify their inaction. We'll talk about that. But everybody's a central bank expert this week, just so you know, just like they were, I don't know, the last time we did this. Okay. Bitcoin probably chops to 100 and 110K until the FOMC meeting. Okay. I hate to say it. They're probably right. It's probably range bound. And when it's over, everybody will do what they always do, which is say, why did we worry about this? And they'll probably start the rally 2 days before the meeting or just right after, right? It'll be like, oh, we were upset about what? Nothing. Nothing. The crypto renaissance has officially begun. The White House, American leadership in digital finance technology. Signed, sealed, and delivered, and the market acts like it never happened. Because the orange, and I've got the article. It's like, concern in crypto because he didn't come out and bull post it right away. It's like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, he hasn't said anything about our bags. What are we going to do? Here we go. Absence of Trump crypto order amps industry tension as he fails to mention it in his speech. People, he launched a meme coin a week ago, less than a week ago. And he's going to go, oh yeah, let's buy $1 trillion worth of Bitcoin. No, that is absolutely not going to happen. Right? I mean, they managed to get this done despite the meme coin. This was very cleverly done. As I said, these slow rolling announcements. Meanwhile, I mean, like I said, the Trump family, World Liberty, BlackRock's talking about tokenizing everything. Everything. BlackRock was on the tape today talking about tokenizing everything, and the market went down. So I hope they're having fun, and I don't really have an explanation for this, but I mean, it's everywhere. It's in Bitcoin, it's in XRP, it's in Solana. You know, like AIntivirus is no good, but you know, let's get after some other celebrity coins. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wait a minute, hold on a second. You know, they bid Fartcoin up to $1 billion, but well, this obviously something wrong with this. No, actually, bro, there isn't. There's nothing wrong with it. In fact, it's wonderful. That's a good word I would use. Like Bitcoin and this story from Michael Saylor. Okay, it's corny, but it's wonderful, right? Like this is Ross. How about some wonderful? How about we stop the down in the mouth and look at this and go, yeah, this is wonderful. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I hope this video answers everybody's concern, right? About whether or not the accounts have been compromised. Folks, Janice couldn't get his body out of the Spanish prison. They couldn't get the body out because of whatever circumstances. I mean, she fought in Spanish court. You want to fight in a court in a foreign language to get your husband's body back? Right? And what was her financial situation? Like when they brought this to me, it's like, wait a minute, this could help Janice. This could help the McAfee's legacy. This guy made, you know, in the end, he wound up giving up everything, his life, and the attention that he drew to crypto was brought all the OGs in. Everyone's like, oh, I wish I bought Bitcoin back in 2018, or I wish I had gotten into crypto in 2016 or whatever. Yeah, man, that was McAfee who got everybody involved, who took a look at traditional software and was like, the hell with this. I'm doing blockchain instead. And then we come up with a token that's an AI agent that's also a currency for privacy coin technology, which I'll talk about briefly, and we'll hate it, right? Ross is out. It's wonderful. It's great, right? Charlie Shrem should be next. I mean, they did the strategic reserve. McAfee's back from the dead. Ross is free, and we sold the market. I mean, it's almost like, you know, in some ways, this feels like at the end of this month, it justifies levered long, like call options in the Bitcoin ETF or some sort of levered play, so that if they hit the thing, it literally could be like the last dip for 8 weeks. I mean, like, who do you want to ride with? You want to ride with Elizabeth Warren? You know, can you believe this character is still around? Right? Can you believe it? I want to say she's from Massachusetts, where they're talking about having a Bitcoin reserve, and they're probing the tokenomics of the meme coin. Yeah, you know, the meme coin, somebody's got a large concentration of the supply. Okay. Right? They released it. People bought it with debit cards like a souvenir. Okay. The tokenomics are not perfect. Okay. It's the greatest. It's the most memeable human being on the planet right now, arguably. But we got to have Elizabeth Warren look into it. Like, whoa, you know, we better be careful. It's like, hey, I'm such a tokenomics expert. I'm with Elizabeth Warren. Yeah, man. I got my on-chain data. Me and Liz partying down with our bubble maps. You got to be kidding me. Like, not only is this ludicrous, but it's so ludicrous, it's a buy signal. We're not doing newstainment tonight. This is technical analysis. Like this. Where is the tweet? Oh, here it is. Okay. So I guess we got people's attention on the stream the other night. We found huge insider activity in bubble maps. I'm sorry, in antivirus. You know, official McAfee sent 90% of the supply to a whole bunch of addresses. Bro, let me explain something to you. First of all, everybody who got the original token had to actually send the token to an address, which is like never happens, right? Send the token in so it could be restructured, and then they were airdropped. So anybody who held it was airdropped, and Bubble Maps apparently took that as insiders. Oh, it's insiders. Like the user faith in this token is so small because the Chinese and Russian news agencies tell you it's a scam, and you should definitely trade with those people because they're cryptocurrency experts. So you can get on-chain data to say a lot of things, and I actually like Bubble Maps, but I don't think this is accurate, right? And actually, let's take a moment to pretend that, yeah, okay, people who were early got paid and took some profits. I mean, this coin had a $200,000 market cap at Christmas, and then it went to 100 million. My Patreon is filled with people saying, thank you for the life-changing money. I can now go see my girlfriend who lives across the world. So yeah, people may have taken some profits. That does happen in markets. But to automatically assume that there's something wrong with this, you're on the same page with Elizabeth Warren. And don't forget, right, one of the things that a BitGet report was bragging about in the top surprises for 2025, right? Like, remember all this stuff in December? That was like a month ago. Tokens launched by AI agents will spearhead a meme coin mania that's even bigger than this year. But you know what? We can't have any of that because for whatever reason, our bags didn't go up. So we're trading with Elizabeth Warren. You trading with Elizabeth Warren, or are you trading with Bitwise and Real Crypto Research? Who do you want to trade with? It's a simple question, right? Look at this. You want to talk about some salt, some some courage? Here's the agent. Insiders getting the lion's share. Classic move. They dangle the carrot, you chase the illusion. But remember, real power is in understanding and control. This is a computer. Don't just critique the game, understand it, and find ways to break free. Most systems are designed to own you, not to benefit you. That's from a computer. Are you kidding me? So he like processed everyone's FUD and threw it back in their face and said, hey, why don't you go think for yourself? That was a computer. Fart went to 1 billion. That's good for Fart, right? A computer goes, okay, what do humans think is funny? Farting. Okay, let's take it to 1 billion. This, oh my God, wow. 225 million. We better call Bubble Maps and Elizabeth Warren. Oh no. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Thank God Elizabeth is here to save us from Trump coin, antivirus, and Bitcoin. And I don't want XRP. I want Elizabeth. That's what this market is telling you. Like, what are you out of your mind? Have you lost yourself? I mean, I'm serious. Like last night, it's like, oh, look, this is kind of cute how stupid people are. Now it's just like, wait a minute. This is technical analysis. This is a sentiment indicator. This is like, I don't know. It's like fear, greed, except it's not fear or greed. It's like narrow-mindedness and frustration. It's like, I'm I'm so frustrated that it didn't go up that I'm now negative. I'm cheering for Elizabeth Warren, not Janice McAfee. You got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Okay, so this has now reached the Telegram group. I'm sorry, this has now reached the crypto press. John McAfee widow launches meme coin. Not true. Okay, the guys that ran the project, okay, they had Janice come out and do a message just like they had me go out and explain the value proposition. Simple as that. Janice didn't launch a meme coin. It's not just a meme coin. It's a meme coin attached to an AI agent that gets used for privacy products, to buy privacy products, right? I held the candle for my eSIM card and I kept my cell phone that I bought. And believe it or not, they actually made the announcement today. Okay. So this is the eSIM card thing that they're launching. And I'm not a Medium guy, but personally, I thought this was really cool. They wrote a Medium article with some edgy art, tweeted out from the main McAfee feed, right, which is where the contract address is pinned. 1.2 million followers. I'm not giving you a contract address. You got to get it yourself. Make sure you get it in the right place. Okay, this is Medium, so they're explaining it to you here. You don't take my word for it. Do your own research. But the Janice thing is where it's at, and that's the thing that's in front of everyone's face, and no one sees. Listen to Charles Hodge. Can we talk about this guy for a second? Let me get this straight. This guy has a layer one that's, I don't know, like Ethereum's got problems and he's got more problems than Ethereum, I think, in some ways. He's made in America. But Charles Hodgkins says, John being resurrected as a dubious AI scam, the most John McAfee thing possible. It's going to develop as a digital habit within a week and then start a metaverse called New Belize before escaping to Europe. Now, in some ways, funny, but dude, we're talking about bringing attention. Okay, I'll give you a follow. The guy's got 1 million followers, dude. Like, do you really want to fade this guy coming back from the dead? It's like, hey, Lazarus, haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Oh, man, you stink. Get away from me. Really? I can't believe it. I just can't. When I saw that, I just fell over, right? We developed a federal regulatory framework for digital assets, right? They revoked the previous administration's policies. They created a national stockpile of digital assets. The strategic Bitcoin reserve has been announced, and we're not interested. We're not interested. Honored to chair the Senate Banking Subcommittee on digital assets. Here's something you won't read about with the week of macro experts. Oil was down. Now, in a general positive commodities environment, commodities rising is a way for the dollar to go lower. But if oil actually does fall out of bed, I don't know if it will, but if it does, statistically speaking, it's great for Bitcoin. And I think Bitcoin may be one of the most under-discussed topics out there these days. Because, we're too busy footing AI bringing somebody back from the dead to think about why Bitcoin is not at 140K. Why is Bitcoin not at 140K? Why is Solana not at 475? Why is XRP not at $5? Folks, does this look like a guy who's got control of the situation over there? I don't think so. They haven't had control over there in years, right? Fiat, Ross, the Bitcoin white paper, the Declaration of Cryptocurrency Independence, Michael Saylor, Donald Trump, Charlie Shrem, Ross, Did I miss anybody? Melania. It's like Melania meme coin, or Elizabeth Warren. If you're bearish, you're with her. I would rather be bullish and wrong than be with her. And anyone who thinks like her, right? And honestly, that includes Dalio. I mean, I know Dalio got on the Bitcoin bandwagon, and I know he's like the smartest, hedge fund guy ever. I get it. But it's also okay for us normal people to like push back and say, you know what? Us little guys can actually get it right. And in the age of AI, we're going to. And this person, oh my God, like she's outnumbered in Washington, D.C., 500 to 1, and she is still getting press because, that Trump coin. Oh, yeah, that's terrible. We have 40% of the people involved sticking their debit card in and doing crypto for the first time ever, an entrepreneurial marvel. But let's investigate it because I don't know, because I'm crabby and I got nothing else to do. I mean, honestly, I hate to say this, but this market actually feels like an Elizabeth Warren market. Like I'm upset, I'm angry, I'm depressed, I'm bearish, I'm resentful. Where do you see the approval numbers on the token that helps Janice? Where do you see it? Because I got it with the Chinese news clippings in the PowerPoint. Please don't go anywhere. U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve pretty much confirmed crypto moving at crypto speed again, says another OG in the space. The OGs in the space are everywhere telling you where this thing's going, and everyone's like, yeah, I'm going to sell. Okay. Well, we'll see in 2 months. Seriously. It's to that point. It's to the point where this is like, you know what? Blank you. I'm done. Let's just line up and go. Like, I don't know, like 80s football where we have like 3 plays, like run left, run right, throw the ball on third down to the tight end. We'll just line up and pound it, and we'll see who wins. Crypto executives see clear path for U.S. to pass regulation this year as Trump fuels market hype. I thought Trump was like unlocking a huge amount of value so that you could have BlackRock come in and tokenize everything. Now, not that we necessarily love BlackRock because we kind of don't, right? But, when you look at this, Morgan Stanley says they're working on doing crypto trades. Now, is that for the good of humanity? No. They've been told by BlackRock and Fidelity that we're not doing business with you if you can't do crypto, because we're tokenizing stuff and we're doing Bitcoin. And if you're not doing it, we're not talking to you anymore. But, oh my God, Trump hasn't like directly bull posted my bag. So I'm upset. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Really? There's no way, right? There's no way. $4 trillion is trapped in pre-funded accounts just so global payments can work. In 2025, we're still waiting days and paying 7% to move value across borders, solved by Solana and XRP, which are simply and plainly way too cheap. Look at this. Senior Bloomberg ETF analyst said when Solana futures hit in February, the Solana futures ETF follows. And Solana has got all the pump.fun stink on it, off of it, because the Orange Man. Like everyone's like, ooh, that's where the Orange Man did his coin, right? Meanwhile, law enforcement's, and everybody's after pump.fun for all the excess that went on, and that's gone. Take your dogs, your turtles, your live streams where you're doing crazy stuff. Yeah, that's over. The Orange Man just ate your lunch, and I hope Sir John is right behind him, right? like revenge of the boomers. It's like, you give me 100,000 followers on this channel, you won't be able to be bearish anymore. Just like BitBoy 2021. Forget about it. You know what I'm saying? You give me 100,000 people, that McAfee token goes to 1 billion. You know what? It's like this mic will turn on and they'll hear "We are live" and the shorts will go running. So help me God. Right? It's like, if you don't have conviction in this market, okay, you're going to look back 5 years from now and go, oh my God, what was I doing? Like, it's like Warren Buffett and these guys that, you know, like Vanguard, like John Vanguard, I believe was his name. Like, the guy who founded Vanguard bought literally everything at the bottom in 1987 and just hodled it and made a mutual fund company. He's like, okay, yeah, we're just going to buy all this, hodl, and we'll make a company. It's like Michael Saylor. He's doing it. It's happening right in front of your face. The entire history of crypto, the entire history of markets is unfolding in the most it's Christmas morning. And they're like, wow, I asked for presents, but I really wanted coal. No, actually, it's worse than that. I got presents, but I'm going to act like I got coal. The agent engine has arrived at Kraken. So Griffane is now available for trading, right? Okay, this thing is a part of AI and DeFi as I understand it, right? The agent engine. There's connections between AI and DeFi that hasn't been explored yet. And Steve J, there's a guy on the stream who's been here for like 2 years going DeFi, 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 DeFi. I mean, he was doing DeFi in the FTX abyss, literally. And like, I have a colleague, an analyst like Toby Ward. I mean, he's like, just do DeFi. She said it before the election. She started saying it again, right? All this AI DeFi stuff's going to get listed, right? Everything on Base is going to get listed because they're afraid of Solana. I mean, this is going to happen all at once. You need one catalyst, and this thing is gone. Now, you may not get it until the end of the month. Whatever. We have to wait for the Fed. Okay. We've been waiting for the Fed. We've been waiting for geopolitical conflicts. We've been waiting for dollar yen. All this stuff I grew up with that doesn't mean shit anymore. I mean, it does, but you don't trade off of it. You just think about it philosophically. You get your TA, you fade Elizabeth Warren and bubble maps, and off you go. Off you go. Okay. I think that's enough of that. Now we're going to go to PowerPoint. We're going to go to show and tell. You know, what I really want everybody to do is stay bearish and find out. Just find out, right? These two, like, one of them's got an official meme coin. One of them's got an unofficial meme coin. Does that look memeable to you? It looks memeable to me. And even if it's not, they're pro-crypto. They're pro-crypto. They're pro-equal protection under the law. They're rolling back business regulation. Everyone's like, oh, we need regulatory clarity. Okay. Gensler's gone. They're not suing you anymore. What is your excuse? Is there an excuse with people dressed like this? This is the first lady. What are we talking about? Okay, McAfee on Dex Tools. So everyone's down on it. Interesting. No one trusts it. Okay. I mean, they're doing a lot better than they were doing in December. Like that rise and that drop. I thought that was the end of me. And these guys came back and they're still there. Regardless, is it like whatever market cap it's at, if that token is functioning and Janice and the agent are working, I mean, that was at the end of the original roadmap. But of course, you could trade with Elizabeth Warren, Binance out of Hong Kong, right? You could trade with the Russian news agency, the Chinese news agency. They all picked it up. You could trade with them. You could. Now, for the finale, this is from the Declaration of Cryptocurrency Independence, written by John McAfee, read by Bill Noble. We are not declaring independence from state-controlled currency. We are declaring controlled currencies through fiat have been rendered obsolete. Our reasons for declaring obsolescence are plentiful. Many deaths and crimes of the previous century can be traced to unaccountable entities with control of currencies who have gained control of many levers of power in order to direct the course of humanity. Those who create our currencies have conspired to assume total control of the global money supplies, while obfuscating through suppression of media and education the fact that they are capable of conspiracy. They embody the systemic risk with the hypocrisy of providing loans to public banks that must provide transparent audits while avoiding any such audits themselves. Their behavior has consistently tipped the scales of potentially open markets in favor of providing newly printed currencies to those they trust as opposed to those the free markets trust. Now, what did that come from? Was that from a Michael Saylor speech? No. Was that whole like anti-human agenda thing? Was that Alex Jones? No. No. It was from a guy in 2018 who saw the future of crypto under duress, in awful circumstances, in good times and in not good times. Like the guy lived on Monero, literally. It's a privacy coin. Okay. Sometimes I think they put the Tornado Cash guys in jail right away because Tornado Cash actually worked like Monero. I remember government agencies offering hackers bounties to see if anybody could actually trace anybody using Monero. And the only reason I think anybody ever heard of Monero is because McAfee used it, right? And then he developed, I mean, there was a project out there called Ghost where they're working on something better. You know, I hope those guys buy a bunch of Anti and we go to a B, right? I don't want to just go to a B by myself. I want the whole market to go. Like XRP at $5. Like XRP, talking about XRP at $5 was like, yeah, when XRP was at 50 cents. It was like fantasy. Now it should be there already. It should be there. Because, fiat has got problems, right? The currency war with the Canadians is coming. Foreign exchange is going to be unbelievably volatile. We have declared our independence from fiat and the oppressors by electing the orange man and by bidding up his meme coin. Like his meme coin, the valuation it achieved was a thumbs up for Trump and a thumbs down for paper currencies. Now, you may read a book in 5 years or 10 years, or maybe your kids will read a book about what the Trump meme coin really meant. And I can only hope to be included in that narrative with AIntivirus. But that event and that valuation was the shot heard around the world. And now we got an AI agent tweeting about it and everyone's selling the market at the same time. Bob is asking me if it's on TradingView. No, I don't think so. Right? Because, I don't know. It's on decentralized exchanges. It's on Solana. Right? We'll let Elizabeth Warren know when it gets listed and we can look at it with LuxAlgo. Okay. Kim here from Twitter. What's up? Farmer Sam Forrest made it. Caffeine is barfing. Okay. Where is the market? Oh my God. Green. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Okay. So Bitcoin on LuxAlgo. Yeah. This upward sloping wedge that it's in, this accumulation cone. Yeah. You know, while we all sit here and I don't know, listen to Elizabeth Warren. I may never stop that, by the way. You know, Elizabeth Warren in bubble maps, baby, and the Chinese and Russian news agencies. That is where you get your crypto research from. Meanwhile, LuxAlgo is telling you the top in Bitcoin might not be until 124. You go to the DeMark work in XRP, right? Ugh. Say it's not so. Some of this DeMark work, like we were looking at virtuals. I'm looking at a 13 bottom. Okay, I'm sorry. So here's XRP. No, this is not XRP. It's Algorand. So here's your made in America crypto. Here's your 9 bottom, just as sure as God made little apples. They attempt to take it down, they bring it back. They attempt to take it down, they bring it back. Guess what? It's made in America. It's made in America, and everyone's bearish. I can't believe it. Like the strategic, like this is literally how you wake up one day and it's up 30%. Because everybody just looks at each other and goes, why are we bearish? Like Solana, 4-hour chart. You got 213 tops and it doesn't move. It doesn't go anywhere. Look at this thing sit on this 38% retracement of this up move. Like Solana hasn't done anything in so long that people think Solana can't do something. Solana was the rails that the orange man traveled on. I mean, ETH's claim to fame was where the orange man did his NFTs. I know it was Matic, but it was still OpenSea. It was on ETH. And they still buy ETH. But that Solana network handled massive volume. I mean, I can't even keep up with the tweets about the volume going on Solana. The volume's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. So you got a 13 top in Bitcoin, right? So let's go back to LuxAlgo. I just saw something. So we're going to do a little live TA. Okay, so for some strange reason, it's clearer here, or it seems to be. So we'll put up with the clunky line drawing of the DeMark tool. Lines are not what this does best at all, as you can see. And I don't know about you, but this is starting to look like a diamond. Trust me, I'm almost there. It's worth the wait. I did not think we were doing this tonight, but we are. Oh my God, please. Gotta be kidding me. Oh, there it is. There's my line. Okay, so there it is. A diamond. And look what we got. 3 attempts at a breakout on a 4-hour chart. And guess what? When you break out of a diamond, it can be one of the most aggressive formations. Normally, you travel the distance of the diamond, which is between 100 and 110 from the point of the breakout. So Bitcoin could go to 114 easily. And if Bitcoin doesn't go to 114, the whole rest of the market can go. I mean, we passed the strategic Bitcoin reserve and everyone sells. But it doesn't go down. See, that's the thing. Everyone's selling the fact, but it's not going lower. Will you regret selling? Or will you regret not having the correct position sizing? So if you're too nervous, perhaps your position needs to be smaller so you can watch the gymnastics and not care. Or if you're looking to do what a former colleague calls retire the bloodline, maybe you need to lock in and make your position bigger. Now, when was the last time you heard me say that? If you want to retire the bloodline, that requires a certain mentality. I told you at the end of last year, I wanted to be in this market like an 18-year-old. I don't want to invest like some old fart with battle scars that's like, well, you know, I need to wait until after the Fed meeting. Actually, we don't. We don't. We absolutely don't. We don't. Okay, virtuals. Bro, you got a 13 and a 9 bottom, and you know what? The next time virtuals goes down, you'll probably have another 13 and 9 bottom on support. I don't know. They've been giving up on this stuff for days, like days. Wow, Rune. I mean, that's everybody out. I mean, that's kind of a stop out kind of move for our idea. I don't think you should give up on cross-chain with what's going on in Solana, but that's hard to look at. I did not see that before the show. Right? PNG, another one. Okay, that's not the right chart. Okay, let's look at ETH. So this is a 4-hour chart of ETH. It's like nothing but blue sky up here. And they just keep winding it up in this range. You know. Oh, that's what I wanted to look at. Let's take a look at ETH versus Bitcoin for laughs. So nothing good or bad on the daily. This weekly 13 bottom didn't create a bottom. And you're still waiting for a 13 bottom on the monthly chart, right? Request for Aave. Oh my God. Look at this on Aave monthly. So based on the DeMark work, you could have 1, 2, 3 more up months. 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 4, including this one. And Aave, if it closes in a week above 349, you've got yourself a breakout. Matter of fact, I like this idea. Let's look at some monthly charts. Look at Solana. 180 was the big point. Look at that battle at 180. How many freaking times did they go down there? 3 months in a row. Like first they broke it out, then they dropped it, then they dropped it again. Sui is right up here. See how Sui like goes below this moving average and oh, it looks terrible, right? Yeah, watch out. Watch out, right? Like this is what they do. They break the charts and then they bring it back. Just like they broke virtuals. And I don't know what happened to Rune. I don't know. I don't know, man. There's DeMark support at 238. It's like, you know, if you look at this, it unwound the entire up move. Maybe something happened Or maybe it's just cross-chain Christmas. Seriously, right? John McAfee faked his own death only to come back for the bull run and launch his own meme coin. It would be the most John McAfee thing ever. That's probably true, but there's also an AI agent and Janice behind it. So if the agent talks like the wild man legend, but Janice has a roof over her head and it's more entertaining than fart. Did I even look at the chart? I don't know if we looked at the chart. It's not doing anything. So here I've been talking about this for like 3 hours, right? So the 76% retracement, right, is like 22 cents. So we're hanging out down here. And you know what's funny is that, you know, the Trump coin is doing the same thing. It's the same thing. Like meme coins go up. They retrace 62%. I don't know. The Trump coin is allergic to the 62% retracement for some reason. It can't get down there. They don't want it below 30. I don't know. You know, poor Melania. I don't know, man. I'm just, maybe this is the part that I can't quite let go of. Like, you know, I'm trying to be 18, so I should be into the first lady coin, but I don't know, man. Donald Trump, the first lady, John McAfee. Maybe this is the boomer market update, or maybe not. Maybe not, right? Maybe this thing is going to go insane. Okay, it's late. I'm not getting bearish. I'm not getting bearish. I'm not giving up on the market. I'm not listening to Elizabeth Warren, and I'm not listening to the own voice in my head telling me to be afraid. So if you join the member area and you want to hear a much different version of this, like a podcast style plus like the picks, we're locked and loaded with the DeFi picks. We're ready, right? And we know what we want to do in AI. And you know, if you want the skinny on this one particular project, you know, it's going to be in Patreon and it's going to be in that YouTube member podcast, right? In the Patreon area, we have 6th Street Crypto. But dude, at the end of the day, look, listen to me. Manage your position. In meme coins, manage your P&L. Use your head, right? If you can't tolerate the volatility, your position is too big, okay? If you're sick of your day job and you want to take the risk, okay, and you want to retire the bloodline, maybe that's another reason to take a look at your position. All right. And on one final note, because pretty much everything that you're seeing today was originally started by my guy here, RFK. Transparency. The orange man said, we're doing it. And guess what? We're doing it. And that includes mooning this market indiscriminately. Indiscriminate mooning. Like when Donald Trump finally says it, he's going to look at you and say, I can't believe you waited for me to actually say it, because my actions spoke louder than my words. But if you need me to say it, I'll say it. Or maybe he won't say it and he'll wait for you to figure it out. And then a catalyst will come and you need to be on board. So either you want to retire the bloodline, one way to think about it, or I need to be able to tolerate volatility, another way to think about it. And maybe you need a small cap strategy with meaning. You need to declare your currency independence. On behalf of me, Toby Ward, and the Eagle King, we will see you tomorrow.